Nintendo's Switch 2 sells 3.5 million units in 4 days, likely the biggest console launch of all time. We already knew the Nintendo Switch 2 was going to sell well, and now Nintendo reports that it was even more popular than had been expected, selling 3.5 million consoles in only the first 4 days. Nintendo stopped short of saying that it was the biggest launch of all time, but observes this makes the Switch 2 its own fastest selling device. Of course, initial sales are not guaranteed predictor for long-term forecasts, but they do tend to bode well. High sales can only be helped by available stock, something that isn't always guaranteed at a console launch. Nintendo of America head Doug Bowser previously assured that Nintendo would have enough Switch 2 units to meet its demand in the US. What do you think of these numbers?
Well, I'm a little surprised, to be quite honest. I mean, I did have an absolute blast with our Mario Kart live stream. Such a good time. Honestly, that kind of tipped the scales for me as far as what the Switch 2 is capable of. It really was a lot of fun, but I still can't look past some of the flaws. The third-party games being digital only. You have so many other things that I felt like were glaring issues about this system, and yet I see these articles saying that this thing is selling like hotcakes. It's a bit of a shocker to me, to be honest. How much of this is really just scalpers going nuts, like behind the scenes, buying units? Because I go on Facebook Marketplace and I see so many units on sale there.
Really?
Oh, I see many units. So really surprised this is doing as well as how it's really like the reality of it. It's nailing it.
I agree. I'm also surprised, but Nintendo did say that they were going to try and get as much consoles here as they could. And this is the first time I remember a console launch where even after I picked it up day one, they were restocking store shelves that day, the next day. So this thing has been pretty available. Now, the real question is, how long will it continue to sell? Because I've said this since day one or before day one. They only have one game, Mario Kart World. That's it. They don't have any new games. We've already beat Zelda. I put 100 hours in it. Why would I want to do that again? No, Nintendo, no. Just give me real games. And we'd have to wait until next month to get, the Donkey Kong game. So without any content, and that's what's really happening here, how long can they continue to sell? Especially, as you noted, with the scalpers flooding the market with these things. I think good on them for putting out great numbers in the beginning, but they could have a potential problem because there's no software. And as we know, software is what moves hardware. This whole thing could collapse on them midsummer.
Yeah, Donkey Kong can't come fast enough for this system.
The Switch 2 really did surprise me with our Mario Kart play. The camera thing was really a kind of a game changer. Like, I thought it was just going to be this little thing that I wouldn't even notice. But man, when we had that on and you're running around and you see your friend's face like zoom past you and you know that that's them rather than just seeing their name, it really made it a lot more fun than the last ones I played. I really think this article and other people have nailed it with availability. That is what has made this big console record, is availability. My neighbor, friend of the pod, he told me yesterday that he just went to the store on a whim and found one. It was just there. I can't remember another console launch where that was possible. I've never walked into a store on a few days after a console launch and seen a console there. So that's awesome. Think is to their credit. Absolutely to their credit to have that there. But I think that does skew the numbers. And I don't know. If I was a betting man, I would say that the numbers might not be as rosy in the future as they are showing now. Yeah. But who knows? I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. So who knows?
What the real indicator actually will be the scalpers prices. If we see those things start to fall, then we'll know they're not selling and that there could be a potential issue here.